welcome you to another interesting edition and episode of the Candid Talk. My name is Ivan Sokinyi. Now, joining me to discuss and understand Kenyan politics is none other than Professor Herman Manyora. Prof, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Evans.
Karibu sana, Prof.
Asante sana kijana.
No. So far, so good after the elections.
Everything is wonderful. Oh.
But I see the Azimio side is hemorrhaging at a terrific rate. What's not happening?
Yes. But that's normal. Politicians are cheap people. You know, they do things some of us wouldn't do. But most politicians are cheap. They jump at every carrot thrown their way like a rabbit. Rabbit, yeah, a rabbit. Is it called a rabbit or rabbit? Rabbit. Yeah. Sungura, eh? Kuchukia majani hivi unakimbilia. Come on. They look stupid. I've just seen them. You actually, even when you look at yourself, even if you are a woman, your husband can tell you looked bad. Even your children, you look stupid. What is the hurry for? Yeah, you have to wait, so that when you move, people can see you are moving because you've looked at what's going on. A president has been sworn in office.
Yes.
You may not have liked him, but is now sworn in office. If he invites you to work with him in the interest of the country, why not? You go. But now we still have an issue in the Supreme Court, and people are still hurting. People you are purporting to have been with are still in mourning and hurting. You look bad. It is too opportunistic and cheap, if you ask me.
With the current movement of the MDG, Movement for Democracy Growth, to Kenya Kwanza, and of course we've just had President-elect William Ruto actually welcoming the group. Now, this is one of the parties, the upcoming parties in the Nyanza region. Prof, do you think that perhaps this could tilt the politics in the Nyanza region?
I know there are some people who are dreaming, and I want to tell people like Ocheng, my friend, you stop dreaming. Dalmas tried. Even if Raila stops being the Luo kingpin, it cannot be people like Ocheng. These are... They can't. They will not. They are dreaming. They are just daydreaming. Other people will emerge, not them. They are just daydreaming. These are daydreamers. Because even for the deputy president, whom I really respect, and he knows it, who is president-elect, pacts can be pre or post-election. We are still to get to the point of post-election. On the 5th, it's not even far. If the courts confirm Ruto's victory, immediately we enter into what we call post-election period. And therefore you can have a post-election pact with the other parties. What is the hurry for? Either you are scared, there could be a runoff if you are Ruto, you know, or you are not a Democrat. You are beginning to show who you really are. Which is not good for the country and not even for the deputy president himself. Because you see, the moment Ruto is sworn in as president, the biggest task he will have to deal with is that half of the country is in mourning. They are not happy that he's going to be president. So your first task will be to deal with that. And actually that's why I have started a new channel. Let's Talk Love. Because we have people in the same country. They need to show love for each other. Despite the fact that they voted for Raila, others voted for. So, you are already showing that the other side, you will never embrace them very easily. Be careful how you approach these poaching of politicians, because it will affect you trying to bring the country together. And for people like Ocheng, you come out badly. You look like a cheap opportunist. But immediately after Ruto is declared validly elected, even I, Manyora, will move quickly to congratulate him. And if he says, Manyora, come, we work, I'll go. But if he tells me now, I can't go. Because what is the hurry for?
So, are you reading some sort of a wrong timing in what in the political?
Whoever thinks they are doing the correct thing, they're actually hurting themselves. Let me tell you, if you are Ocheng, when you move like he has moved now, I have seen people like Gumbo and the rest. They were saying they were in Azimio. How can you convince people you are not stabbing Raila in the back while he was going for the presidency? But supposing you wait and Ruto has been sworn in, very few people will blame you. The world must move on. It's like you lose somebody. At some point you have to move on. The world will have to move on. You get it? So after the election, has been confirmed that Ruto is the president, there will be alignments, there will be movements. People can't stay in one place. You realize now, won't it be in the interest of my people to work with President Ruto? And people would understand. But when you do it now, oh God, come on, it doesn't come. You don't come out as a serious politician, as a sincere person, as a person who can be trusted. And the trust, by the way, even in politics. Even in politics, people do not know the meaning of trust. If people get to classify you as a person they can't trust, which is where Ocheng are pushing themselves, they will never rise in Luo leadership. That's what they think. I can tell Ocheng now is my friend. You will never, ever be a Luo leader. Never. Nyanza, you will never. Because that trust, you have betrayed it. But if you waited until Ruto is sworn in, you will not even be alone. Many people will work with Ruto, including Manyora here. I mean, that's how it works. The world must move on at some point. You know, there will be people who will complain. The struggle could take another dimension. You know? So the struggle will not die because the struggle must continue. A luta continua. But the country must move on. Work must be done. People must put food on the table. People who can contribute. If you give me a job, I'll be doing it for my country. And I'll be loyal to my president. Because in management, leadership, administration, and all those sort of things, including that of a country, loyalty is very important. If you are going to work with people who stabbed their leader in the back just yesterday, what guarantee do you have they won't stab you in the back yourself? And I want also to tell people who are rushing to defect.
Yes, Prof.
They should go back to 1993 and see the people who defected then. They ended their lives miserably. All of them. Miserably. Because you lose that trust and you come out cheap, which is very bad in politics. Wait for Ruto to become President Ruto and then move. Nobody can have an issue with you. Nobody. No, nobody can have an issue with you because the country must move on. The struggle that Raila started and was part of, actually he didn't start, that struggle will continue. It will take different forms. It may not be realized next 10 years or 20 years, but the struggle will continue. While that is happening, the country must move on. And if you are called upon to be part of making the country move on, why would you refuse? People have gone to Raila and told him, look here, I'm sorry that I have to leave and move to Jubilee. And Raila has understood. Said, politics is local. You have been a nominated member of parliament, but now you want to go and stand. If you stand on my party and you are Sosion, you are a Maura, you will not win. So if you cross over to Jubilee, I have no problem. So people understand. The important thing is for people to understand. Yeah.
No, Prof, let me ask, what do you think this person has to lose? Because one, he's already won. By the way, unless I'm not in the know, but then as far as I'm concerned, I think the Movement for Democracy and Growth has got only one member of parliament, and that is him. Yes. But then, previously, he rode on the Azimio wave because definitely he's having a rival party that has its roots in Siaya County, the home county of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, do you think that perhaps if he had made this step way back and joined Kenya Kwanza before the elections,
he could not have won?
Couldn't have won in any way? Sure.
No, for sure.
So you're reading some sort of malice?
Because even the time he won in the by-election and so on forth, he did everything to distance himself from Jubilee. Not quite successful to some of us, but so if you are asking me if he really came out and say, I'm Kenya Kwanza, he could not win. Not in Ugenya. How could you win? He couldn't win. But I know he's a popular member of parliament. And he's a young man. And he's quite capable. I have talked to Ocheng. He's quite capable. A person with potential. That's why I'm feeling hurt. Why is he ruining that potential? Because he's now ruined himself.
Because definitely you don't see him. Okay, him being in Azimio side couldn't have cost him in any way. Now, Prof, something to do with the Luonyans as well. The outgoing governor for Migori County, Zachary Kotho Bado, of course, he's been a member of Kenya Kwanza all the way even before the elections, and right now he made some sentiments during the swearing-in ceremony of Governor Chilo Mbogo Ayako, the successor right now, and he said that politics is about democracy, and it is within his right as the governor down there or as a politician down there to move to whichever side he likes. And in fact, he told those people, if you think that Azimio will take you to Canaan, you go your way, let me go my way. Do you think that there is some sort of rebellion down there that could perhaps interfere with the influence of Raila Amolo Odinga in the Luonyans, and perhaps could we be seeing a crop of new leaders with new direction and new dimensions and different kind of approach?
There will always be new leaders. But I doubt they will come. Obado is my friend, you know.
Yeah.
I doubt that they will come from people like Obado. No.
So Obado cannot go anywhere with the kind of...
It is not easy to antagonize a leadership of a community and hope to benefit from it. Even international, people like Elstein tried to destabilize Margaret Thatcher. But when Thatcher left, the pale John Major took over, not them. It's not, that's not how the world works. Unless it's a world of war. But a world of politics, if you become like a traitor in a community, if you are seen to be fighting Raila, fighting Kalonzo Musyoka, it is, you must be tough like William Ruto, who went for Moi and succeeded. Yeah.
So can they now with the emerging of Kothobad, the other side, Evans Kidero on the side of Homa Bay, then now we have David Ochieng. Don't you think these people could as well go the Ruto way and perhaps... Not
the Luo I know, not Nyanza that I know. Nyanza is a place of politicians. Everybody in Nyanza is a politician. Everybody, even a woman of 80 years, she knows what politics is all about. So long as you have antagonized Raila, the Odingas, and they have never done anything wrong to you, they have not shown anything bad to the Luos, another Luo leader will emerge. I can tell you this in broad daylight. It will not be Obado, my friend. It will not be Ocheng, my friend. It will not be Kidero. I don't know Kidero. It will not be any of those people. It will not be Dalmas. He tried. Kalawas. Was it called Kalawas or what?
Kalawas.
The
Kalawisites.
You can't. It doesn't work like that. It will not be Kinamutua in Gukambani. No. These people are all showing Kalonzo open rebellion. It will not be them. It rarely works like that. Anywhere in the world. It has to be something special. Ruto managed it. Gachagua is trying it. They could succeed. But I'm telling you, even in Kikuyu land, the forces will regroup and Gachagua will find it very difficult. You must be a William Ruto. You know, I give Ruto a lot of accolades. That's a tough politician. To have fought the Moi family and emerged the Kalenjin kingpin. Outsmarted people like Henry Koskei, Sally Koskei, and all those big names. It's not easy. So I am not seeing Ocheng going anywhere in Luo leadership. In fact, if you ask me, this marks the end of his political career in those years. Even the parliament, he will not get again. Look at it this way. The Luo that I know, look at the people who worked with Kenyatta when Kenyatta was persecuting Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Show me one who succeeded in life. All of them. The people who worked with Moi to suppress Jaramogi and later the other people like Raila. Show me one. One of them. Just one of them telling me this is Kaliech, God rest his soul. This is Yokina Kwanyo, what, Kina Yeda, all those people whom we used to fight the Jaramogi family. I want you to bring one and tell me who you is successful in life. He's still standing. You cannot, once you try to fight regional kingpins like the Raila Odinga, you'll go with the fire yourself. You will not succeed. But if you are smart, if Ocheng was smart, because he was an emerging leader, because the people will begin to look around at who are these young, capable people. The eyes could fall on one. But I know what Ruto is trying to do is when you form your government, you want to have Luos on board. Such a Luos have always been treated as traitors. And Ocheng must know. Even as recently as the ones Uhuru used to show that there were Luos in government. They have no place in Luoland. Even when they walk in the streets of Kisumu. Even Shusha and boys say, Jinga Hawa. Come on.
I think then, Prof, let's wait for the outcome of the Supreme Court petition that was filed by Azimio that day so that we see if at all these people are making the right moves or not. Anyway, I think that is a very good point.
Before we end there,
yes, Prof.
Okay. I just wanted to use this opportunity to tell people, as like I was saying, I have started a YouTube channel called Let's Talk Love because the country needs to talk love. Politics has divided the country. But I'm also using this because of really experiences I've seen. That in homes where a wife was UDA and the husband was Azimio,
yes,
there is fire. People are even divorcing. Families are breaking down because of politics. So this has caused me to think about some of the differences that families deal with.
Yes.
This time it is politics. In 2007, it was tragic. Today, the differences are there. Some families are going to divorce. Fathers are cursing their sons for not voting with them. But there are other issues like religion, economic status that come into a marriage. And I want to be discussing those things in my new channel, not the usual love stories. Yeah.
The
So
love for the country.
I welcome our viewers to get ready for the conversation around love in families, not this cheap love. Love that may be affected by religion, tribe. You know, you marry a Luo and you are a Kikuyu. You marry a Mujikenda and you are somebody else.
Definitely.
You marry a white person. All those kind of differences. You marry from a rich family. You marry somebody much younger than you. Those are the issues I want to be discussing. Thank you.
Well, there you have it from Professor himself. He's saying that let's talk love as a country. Well, tune in to the upcoming episodes of Let's Talk Love and let's hear what the Prof will always be telling us here at Herman Manyora's channel. Well, allow me to stop at this point, but as we always say, do not fail to subscribe to our channel and be ready for other interesting episodes of the Candid Talk and other programs that we have lined up for you. Allow me to stop at that point for now. I've been your host, Evans Okenyi.